Hey guys, let's do another video on the Chinese stocks. It's gonna be so difficult once again. Alibaba, don't know what we said last time, but this already, I think I've said that to me, a fifth wave like this, it's not, you just wick above it. That's not a real good fifth wave. So already, to me, this was not looking too good. Then the move down from here has been really significant, actually. We moved down, I think I've talked about this potential here when you hit the 86 that you will take this low, and we have done that. We have also lost that point of control here, so gonna remove all of this. And then let's look here on the 4 hour. We have this larger bullish divergence. This will also be visible, I think, on the daily. Yep, and maybe even on the weekly. On the weekly, if no, we are already too far below it, I think. So nope. Then I'm gonna just stay on the weekly here. And once again, to repeat myself, this chart is messed up in the sense that, look, you have 3 wave moves everywhere, okay? Inside here as well, then here again. So it's super tricky to understand if the bulls or the bears are in control. Now the move down here looks a bit like a 5 wave move, you can say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within here a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yes. But then you have overlap here, so it will have to be a diagonal by itself, like the complete structure will have to be a diagonal, which is always tricky, especially if you don't have like an obvious contracting pattern like you do have here. This one is actually pretty nice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with contraction, but then the larger one, I don't know. Regardless, if this is a 5 wave move down in some diagonal, we will need a bounce to the upside. If it's not, then this is gonna have to be WXY, but then also not like this Y wave is too much. WXY XZ maybe then. Or WXY just like this. I really don't mind, because also like I'm not in these stocks, that's why I'm not following it too closely. I know there is people that want to see it, and I'm trying my best, but the chart is just so difficult. What I'm gonna do is take this point of control again. I don't know if it's from this range or from this whole range, so let me do that just to have another level that we can put on the chart. Okay, we're already below this one. I'm gonna add this value area low. I think when we lose this, this means then that we are exiting this range here to the downside. So I think if we do that, and if we close consistently below it on the daily and on the weekly, we'll probably have to go towards this range if we just look at it from ranges, okay? Not like looking at anything else, just at ranges. And then the next point of control is sitting here. I'm gonna add this value area high here as well, just because we lack levels here. And then this one will add it if really price goes there. What I'm gonna do then as well is 1-2 setup. We did reach this third wave box, okay? I was still thinking maybe one more push, because it was so tricky with the 3 wave structures, but clearly not gonna get it. And then yeah, this labeling here should be then an A, B, C like this, I guess. As you can see, super messed up. But then what we can do is pull fibs from this low to this high, and this helps. I think we have the 0.5 and the 0.618 here where we are now, in addition to these value area lows and to the value area low and the value area high. Okay, so 114 is what we want to try to hold above. It's the 0.5 fib, generally a strong fib. Let's see if we can bounce from there, also having a potential 5 wave move to the downside. We should get a bounce, and then we'll see how the bounce looks like. If we moved lower, we've got 112 and then no, 107, and then we've got 100 at the 618. Okay, that's Alibaba. Really looking at like this actually helps a little bit to understand it maybe better. Just this internal labeling here, I don't know what this is. Okay, but we did reach the minimum fips. I notice it now. We also have overlap though with wave 1 and wave 4 now. That's what you don't want to see in a wave 4 if you want an impulse, but in this case this is not an impulse. Like this is, what is this? You tell me what this is. It's gonna be diagonal, I think, with this overlap then, and then we'll add trend lines like this. Okay, once and if we have a certain low here, I'll add the one to the downside. For now I'll wait with it, but this can turn potentially into a diagonal. Okay, we might even like put this wave 2 here. Not then the wave 3 is too short, so let's not do that. Something like this it will be if it holds, and then we have a contracting diagonal. Okay, don't know now how to take it. I just should take it maybe from the low here like this. Okay, so let's see. This is all I've got and can come up with for this one. This one I don't even want to pronounce it anymore. I know I'm pronouncing it very wrong, but PDD, let's say it like that, is now also oversold on the weekly. I'm just gonna stay on the weekly, but doesn't mean it's finished yet. We had this target box here, the 1-to-1 taken from this move here. We have reached the 0.382 fib from this low to this high, 78.47. It is giving some reaction. Should we move lower, we've got 73 and then 63 next to see for a reaction. We want to see at least like a nice candle to try and form a low with. For example, this one yesterday is looking okay-ish with bullish divergence as well on the RSI on the daily. Okay, so let's see. Not promising that this is the low, but we are in an area where we can have attempts, okay, from this line, and then from here. And we'll see how price evolves afterwards. Evolves, I don't know even if that's the correct word to use. Where is the next one? Oh, it's just here. JD. Yeah, also last time out we already spoke about this not looking really too great. Okay, we've got this point of control here next from this range, once again at 26.82. The move down here looks here as well similar to Alibaba, like a 5-wave move to the downside, which would mean that this move at least is complete. But because the move up here looks more like a corrective move to the upside, we need to be careful that this can be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. So to me, also here, no confidence in just the chart, the structure. Look at how messy this is. Look at this. Like in the US stocks, you don't have this often. One moment. Efendim. 1 second. I'm back like in 2 seconds. Okay, so 1 second, I'm back in 2 seconds. That doesn't make any sense, but I had to quickly do something. Now, yeah, what was I saying? Not giving me confidence. Look at the structure, and then I was gonna say with the US stocks, you have a lot more structure, and it looks like the US stocks are following like Elliott Wave a bit more and a bit better than the Chinese stocks. It's super tricky with the Chinese stocks. Additionally, maybe we can do this here. Looks like we broke this trend line to the upside and now backtesting it. In case that this is not gonna follow any Elliott waves, we wanna look at the structures, okay? Because look at here, this also looked shitty here, but it ended up going from 21 to 47, okay? So once again, at least a 5-wave move down here, we will get a bounce from the Elliott wave point of view, and then we'll see what the bounce is. We've got this local point of control at 29, and we've got this trend line. Let's try to hold this, and we'll take it from there. And then we need to do Baidu. That's here as well. we failed. As you can see, we bounced off the point of control and then broke it. This was the level to watch. If we failed to give support or like to show strength there, we had this box already prepared here, because to me, I talked about that a wave 2 can use these fibs. Okay, it is okay to do that. This one looks literally the best from them all, at least the price action from last year onwards. 1 2 3 4 5, and then this move down, we said that it looks like a 5-wave move. That's the reason why we label this an A wave. Then a 3-wave move here, failing to go above these resistances, with now then a C wave to come, and a C wave should then also be a 5-wave move to the downside. This could have been a wave 1 to the trend line 2, now a wave 3 unfolding, then a wave 4, then a wave 5 to finish the job. Okay, I'll also add the 0.6 on it, because normally I think this is also a target. This is going to be a 535 in a zigzag, I think, and in a zigzag you can have the 618 already as a target box. Okay, for now I'm not thinking this is gonna be it, but this means that the target box starts here. It can end like somewhere in here. I just want to see a 5-wave move in here. This looks like a 3, but I think the 3 should go a little bit more to the downside than a 4, than a 5, and of course to the upside we'll keep this point of control on the chart. If we can get above it and then take this high, then this move will be already complete, I guess, and it won't be a 5-wave move, and then we'll look at the labeling again. But for now I think pressure is still to move down and to test the $100 area here. And that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.